beautiful Wednesday in Houston, and I'm about to make some fish roll. Okay, so I just want to take us through my prep, particularly the fish filling prep. Making fish filling for fish roll doesn't have to be complicated at all. Okay, it's really simple, and we are going to get right at it. Simple ingredients, not too spicy, just straight to the point. And so without much ado, let's get right into the process of how I do my fish filling that makes you those yummy crunchy fish rolls. Okay, so let's get on it. Okay, so here we are. Mhm. I am both in front and behind the camera. So basically we have carrot. I will be grating the carrot. So we're starting off with my carrot. So without much ado, I would spice it with ginger and garlic, some salt, and Maggi Beyond cubes. So some salt and some Maggi Beyond cubes. These ones. Okay. So to start off, I would like to prep the carrot. Nothing special. I just like to take off this and put them aside. And then if you like to peel, you just give this a quick peel. Okay, that should be good. I already washed the carrots, so I'll just peel them, the outer skin, like so. So if you're just joining us right now, I'm doing the fish filling for fish roll. Have you had fish roll before? Fish roll is a snack popularly eaten in Cameroon, and it is made with fish. That's why it's called fish roll. I'm just going to drop this in the trash. It's made with fish. That's why it's popularly called fish roll. And you can use different kinds of fish to make fish roll. But I will come to the fish filling in a bit. So before we go on to grate the carrot, I want us to have a look at the fish. Now, this is the fish I'm using. It's mackerel. I like using mackerel for my fish roll because mackerel tastes good. I mean, it works, okay? It's easier to spice, as we will locally say. It is the fish that we normally use for fish roll. You can use sardine fish as well, the sardine in the cans. But the thing with that is, if you're doing it for a very large population, that you need to buy so many more cans, and it's always just more economical to prep and prepare your fish. Get your fish going from scratch. Hi. Thanks for joining. And as you come in, kindly tell us where you're watching us from. I can see Nimesh says, where are you from? Oh, I'm coming to you live from Houston, Texas. How are you doing, Nimesh? And where are you watching us from? I also see the good Travis Scott. So don't kill the fish. The fish is already dead. Okay. So I bought this fish from Wazobi. As you can see, the head is off, because there, when you buy your fish, you have the option to ask them to clean it for you, and if you want them to chop it for you as well. So I normally just ask them to clean and cut off the head, because for fish roll, we have no business with the head of the fish. So they always just clean it and prep it like this for me, cut the tails, because we are going to be deboning the fish. So the head has a lot of bones. We really have no business with the head. So they actually do a good job cleaning the fish, and I've just kind of washed it a little bit again. So for this, I will just like cut it into three, like so, and put it on inside the pan, and then I'll just remove as much of the scales as I possibly can, like that. Just cut it as well. So this should do. That gave me like 6 pieces, and I'll just put them straight in the frying pan. Now I have myself some ginger and garlic. I'll just peel off some of this. If you are using powdered ginger and garlic, you can use like half a teaspoon of each. It should do the job. It should be fine. I just prefer fresh ginger and garlic when I'm doing a fish roll. So the reason I'm prepping my ginger like that. And so I'll just grate it inside the pan. Yeah. So this is it's a very crunchy snack. We're doing fish roll. If you're just joining us, fish roll is popularly eaten in Cameroon, and it is basically filling flour that is wrapped around fish filling. So, and then I have like some garlic. We love very spicy, so I'm going with like 3 cloves of garlic for this amount of fish. And the only extra vegetable I add to my fish roll is carrot. Okay, people add different things to their fish roll. I just like keeping it simple, because you're serving a large quantity of people. You don't want to make it too complicated, so that everybody can find themselves nicely around. And then we're going to add in a little bit of salt. Half a teaspoon should do. And my Maggi bouillon cubes, these seasoning cubes. Okay. I'm going to put 2 of them. Now, I haven't added water yet in the pan. I'm going to add very little, like really little, because we want the fish to cook and not produce a lot of soup, if that makes sense. And not produce a lot of soup like that, because I don't want to strain out the fish. Okay, I want the spices to get in and use that same fish and its stock to wrap the pie. So I'm going to bring us over here, and there I'll set the stove, the fish on the stove to start cooking, as you can see. And then we are going to be checking on it, and working it out from time to time. So I'll just mix that. Mhm. Uh-huh. This should be good. So I have ginger, garlic, and I'll allow this to cook. While it's cooking, I'll be prepping the carrots. Nothing too special. Hi, I can see some people joined. I have Creeper Flyer. Hello, Creeper Flyer. Where are you watching us from? We are coming to you live all the way from Houston, Texas. And then say it looks nice. Oh, we haven't even started yet, so just hold tight. And it doesn't look too hot, Jeremy. Okay, I just set the stove on fire. As you can see, there's a little bit of uh the plate was getting hot, so now it's pretty hot and it will start cooking. So I'm just going to leave this. As you can see, can you see the vapor coming out? Yeah, it's going to cook, of course, because this fish will cook and I'll break the fish through. So I'm just going to leave it there to cook for a bit, and then I'll bring us back to this side of the kitchen because it will be time to grate the carrots. So after cleaning the carrots like we did, I'll just grate them. Sorry, a grater like this is pretty fine. This is too large. I use normally this section of the grater to grate the carrot because in fish roll, this just helps to make our fish taste a little bit better. And besides, carrots are great. Okay, great source of carotenoid, vitamin A, good for your eyes. So as a nutritionist, we always have to look for ways to incorporate veggies into our foods and make them tasty and more nutritious. Okay, so I'll just grate the carrot. For that quantity of fish, I'm using about 3 of these long slices of carrots. Yeah, indeed, Jeremy. Sometimes a large pan takes a while on the small burners. But this is my largest burner. Well, that's the largest burner. So, but it's cooking, which is fine. Okay. So, we just grate, and we are coming to you live from Houston, Texas. Where are you watching us from? It's very, very sunny today in Houston, Texas. What's the temperature like where you are? Okay. Be glad to let us know. Okay. If you're joining us, we are doing fish roll. Okay. Fish roll is a snack made with dough and fish filling. So right now we are preparing our fish filling. You see, this way is actually good. I'll be keeping my eye on the fish. Ensure you can hear the sound of that fish cooking on the stove. If you're joining us, we are making fish rolls. Fish roll is a snack made with dough and fish filling. So we are making the fish filling right now. And to make the fish filling, I would normally add carrot to my filling. So if you're joining us, we are making fish roll. Kindly say hi and let us know where you're watching us from. Fish roll is a snack popularly eaten in Cameroon, and it's made with fish and dough. So we wrap the fish filling inside the dough. It's very, very yummy and crunchy. Okay. So like that, we are good with our fish filling. Okay. So let's go over to the fish in the pan and see how it's happening there. So this is our fish. So the fish itself will produce some water. So in this fish, I've added salt, Maggi bouillon cubes. This for these two size fish, I added 2 of the Maggi bouillon cubes and half a teaspoon of salt, and then I'll just let the fish to cook. I'm not adding water because I don't want the filling to be soupy. We are going to be wrapping this filling in dough. So you know what happens to dough when there's a lot of water. It's not going to hold up. The reason why I am doing the fish filling like this, it is a slow or water or steam or cook process. So I'll just monitor it like this and let it cook for a few minutes. You see the large bones in the middle? You will be taking those bones out. So before I'll put in the carrot that we just shredded, we want the fish to cook. Once the fish is cooked and it has gotten soft, then the bones are gonna come out on by themselves. You see, they will just give way. So again, I want the fish to cook under very minimal moisture. So I'm not adding a lot of water because when I add in the carrot also has some water, and the water in the carrot is going to like mix in as well. So if there's too much water, you may have to strain out the water, which means straining out some extra spices that were in your fish, which is no. It might mean, so you might be reducing how much of a good tasting dough you have by straining out the water. The reason why when you're doing this, you don't want to put in a lot of water. So I just went in with very small water, like half a cup of water, and we'll just allow our fish to cook with that. So I'm also trying to break this down. So hello, thanks for joining us live. We are coming to you live from Houston, Texas. So if you can say hi and tell us where you're watching us from, that'll be a good one. We are making fish roll. Fish roll is a snack popularly eaten in Cameroon. It is made with fish filling wrapped in dough. Okay, you know the way you have croissants, right? Imagine a very slender croissant. Imagine a croissant that is that slender and has fish filling in it. Yeah, something like that will be fish roll. Okay, we are going to see. So as you can see, as it cooks, the bones separate from the fish, and these big middle bones, we start taking them out. See? So we'll just take the bones out as it cooks. Like so. Okay. This is doing good. Okay. See, that's another bone, large bone. I'm just gonna take that one out as well. The others, very small bones, I'm not gonna be taking them out in this process. When we are wrapping the fish roll, the rest of the bones will be sorted out. So in this initial cooking process for the fish filling, the target is to get out these large middle bones because they're quite visible enough. So you see, we just pick them out. But the rest of the smaller bones, as we are working, we'll be taking them out. So no need to bother about them for now. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yes. So I think I got out all the major bones. Uh-huh. Okay. The major middle bones, I think I've taken them all out. Now at this level, we are good to bring in our carrot, our grated carrot. Okay. So this is our grated carrot. I'll just put it in. Uh-huh. And then we are going to mix them very well. Okay. All right. Yeah. So we just mix them together like so. And we're gonna allow it to cook for a bit because okay, well see another big bone was hiding somewhere. Got you. See these ones that are large like this that you can easily just pick out. Yes, you can take them out already. The rest of the small bones will be taken out when we are in the wrapping process because that way it's easy for you to see. If you want to start doing the picking out now, you might leave out some of them. So when we are wrapping the fish, it's going to be a good time to take out the rest of the bones. Okay. Welcome to this live. This is Maggie, and we are coming to you all the way from Houston, Texas. It's a very bright afternoon here at Houston, Texas. We are at 84 degrees Fahrenheit. How warm or how cold is it where you're watching us from? Let us know. Okay. So guys, this is practically my fish filling. Nothing complicated. Fish, carrots, ginger, garlic, salt, and seasoning cubes. Period. You don't want it too complicated. Fish, carrot, ginger, garlic, and that's it. Fish, carrot, ginger, garlic, salt, seasoning cubes, and that's it. You see that? You got fish there and your carrots. So easy, easy peasy. This is why I said I didn't want to use a lot of water when doing it. Is wet, but not super wet. Okay, because if it is super wet and flowy, when you are wrapping the fish filling in the dough, it wouldn't stick because this dough is going to be fried. And for it to not stick out or open up in the pot, you don't want the dough wet. Okay, so voila guys, we are done with our fish filling. That's it. If you're watching us, welcome. We're coming to you live from Houston, Texas. This is fish roll. We're making fish roll, and to make fish roll, we have to make our fish filling. Fish roll is basically this filling wrapped in a dough and fried. So we are done with our fish filling. We are going to start doing our wrapping process. You see that? Nice. It is high protein, carrots, lots of vitamin A, good for your eyes, by the way. So there we go. I'm going to turn off the stove right now, and we are going to go to the other side and start wrapping our fish rolls. Now, this is the best part of it, when the fish roll is about to get down. Okay, have you had fish rolls before? Have you ever heard of fish rolls before? This is a very yummy snack, popularly consumed in Cameroon, Nigeria, and some other African countries. But it's really, growing up, this is one of the popular street foods that are being eaten in Cameroon. So we are going to come over this side, and we're about to start wrapping our fish rolls. Okay, they're like that. So I have here my dough already prepared. This has some flour, baking powder, some oil, some salt, and sugar. Now we are going to start wrap the fish roll. And to wrap the fish roll, we are going to cut the dough in like little balls, into little balls. I'll bring out my rolling pin. Okay. Whoops. Yep. It's me behind and in front of the camera. So, yep. Multitasking, huh? Okay. Okay. So, we are about to wrap our fish rolls. I'm going to put some oil for frying on the other side of the stove, so that when we are ready, we can just get right onto the frying, because this takes a little bit of time to heat up. Okay. All right, here we go. This is our dough. So I'm just going to grab a little bit of it, and I would divide some of it. Into little balls. So So I'm going to cut them like this and just put them aside. Okay. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to cut like this quantity, about this much. Gonna roll it like so and place it on the dough, on the chopping board. And then we will wrap. We spread it nicely. So this is the technique. Some people put water, egg, and a couple of things at the end of the board. I would like to do it like so. Towards the end, I would just like flatten it like that. Okay, so this side is definitely larger than that side. Now I'm going to serve myself some of the fish filling. Into a small bowl so that I can keep it at the side. Like so. See, this is like our fish filling that we just made. Gonna put it at the side. Then I will scoop a little bit of it. Put it at the tail. Then as I put it, like I told you guys, see, that is where you scan for extra bones. So it's a bit of a process. As you can see, no visible bones. I do the first close up and then I bring it back and make like envelope corners. You don't want the fish filling to go out on both sides. So I close and close like that. So we've got two corners and then you wrap at first. You like bring it back and then you just go and go and go and go. And then you just give it a good toss and there you go. Okay, we're gonna do that again. Give me a minute. Okay, had to drink me some water. Okay, so here we go again. We have this little bowl. We put it right there. We flatten it. You want it a little bit wider at the bottom than at the top. Then I will just do my hands like that. Then I'm going to grab some of the fish filling like so. Put it at the bottom. Before I close, see, you just count for bones. That's good. You put it first like that. You close the ears, if we can call it ears, because you don't want the filling going out on both sides. And then you just wrap, 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 and wrap. You see? That's it. And you continue doing that over and over in a loop. Okay. Okay. So we'll be doing that over and over in a loop. Um, Hello? Is our sound back? All right. If you didn't get us, can you let us know if the sound is back? Okay. Oh, it's back. All right. Thank you, mommy. Thank you so much. Okay. So I was saying that thank you everyone for joining. This is already the end of the live. So indeed, we'll be having our next live next week on Tuesday. On Thursday, we'll be having the next live on Thursday next week, and we're going to be doing another family meal. This will be a pre-arranged live. The flyers are going to be out, so you want to mark your calendars and be able to save it a date. Okay, that was our yummy fish rolls for us, and thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for sticking around, and this is a bye 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 bye. Have a blessed rest of your day, and God bless you. Bye bye.